mean, it does look like a pretty decent Puck game if they can get a carry that skills well against Dusa. Because Puck alone is pretty darn horrible against Dusa because she just doesn't have the damage. And there we go. That's a hero that can kill Dusa. I would be very surprised to see Puck go through.
Would you look to something like the... Oh, what have we got? The Invoker maybe here for Haze?
10 seconds to go.
I think that could work too if they want to.
5 seconds.
Because...
Very good against Dusa. Ah, there we go.
Yeah, the
See, I told you. Yeah, Invoker would definitely work. I still think that Storm could work as well, though. Because back in the day, having Storm TB was kind of because they both wanted to farm the jungle a lot. But Storm doesn't really need items anymore. Well, he's not as item dependent, at least.
Well, you just buy 4 nullifiers.
And now pair him up with a greedy hero.
Yeah. Empire looking for this final banner. So what do you think Empire are looking for here? Because as far as I can tell, it's going to be both teams looking for the mid lane as Runitas can respond to the final pick. So is there anything you think Empire could be looking for in this next pick?
Well, they need a hero that doesn't have like really shit matchups on mid.
Yeah.
If they want to, of course, pick a mid, they could pick Mars as well, who definitely ticks that box. But I think having Mars against TV on lane together with a Hoodwink is more than good enough.
Okay, well, Empire are really taking the time about this. You know, they're thinking it through, and just making sure they get everything correct coming into this first game, because this is a survival match. You know, no one gets knocked out of Division 2 if you lose this, so maybe survival match is the wrong term, but you're out of the qualifiers then for Division 1. If you lose this, that's it. It's Tour 2 over for you, as the Storm as well as the Void Spirit will both be banned out. Empire, pick up the Pangolier.
I see. I love that I praise Haze's Storm and Puck, and those are the two heroes that get banned. Team Empire agrees with me. That's nice to see.
Yeah. Yeah, we've already established from last season that the teams listen in on the cast. You know, they want to make sure that they're getting all the advice, and you give out the best advice, so of course they're going to take it.
Big stones.
I mean...
That's the Wingblade analysis.
You say that, but Rune, you know, Shadow Shaman with the Hex and Shackle, you've got the Dragon Knight there with the Dragon Tail, Marana with the arrow coming in. Even the slows from the Terrorblade, there was a lot of crowd control on Rune on the other side. Spears, Stone Gates coming through the Bushwhack. You've got the Bane that is pretty much crowd control. Even the Pangolier with the Rolling Thunder. So, pick stuns. There's a few stuns there.
Yeah, I mean, literally every single hero in this game has a stun except for Terrorblade. So yeah, they listen.
Yeah, it's just shows that you're good at your job. And looking at this now, so are we thinking Pangolier mid for Empire?
I think so, yeah.
So
you can run. Oh, actually, they have Melis in their team. It's gonna be offlane Pango.
Team's all set. Who's it gonna be?
Melis is one of the best Pango players in the world, in my opinion.
Well, they're going to keep us on edge for a few more seconds.
Not see him on it.
Yeah, it is going to be. Dodgen on the Mars. And Retrograde on the Medusa. So we are going to have that mid-Mars coming out. Medusa on the carry. Like you say, Pangolier in that off-lane. Meanwhile, BZZ on the Bane in that position 5. And Illusion Hoodwink. Meanwhile, on the side of Runitas, TA2K Terrorblade. I think this is his most prolific hero. If you look back to Tour 1, if you look back to all the D2CLs that we've seen as well, that he really does like this hero. I think he played, before it got moved to a support, he was really big on the Weaver carry as well. But for now, he is like, he's a big Terrorblade player. Haze, going to be playing on the Kunkka in the mid lane. And it's one of those that people do flex it into the carry from time to time, but he does look really strong mid. So yeah, it's no surprising Haze looks really good on the hero as well. Kyori, the new addition to the team, as well as Cloud, playing on that Dragon Knight and Shadow Shaman. And Dragon Knight, again, just being able to have this, it's I talked about it yesterday with Hurry Freak. It's a very deceiving hero in the fact that you think it's a team fight, you know, big tanky boy, but the ability to split push is there, especially with the shard now as well.
Yeah, for sure. Like, this shard being available at 15 minutes was such a huge buff to Dragon Knight. Because usually he's a very slow hero, but with the shard he can actually flash farm really well.
Let's keep everybody.
So, looking at both lineups, just for game number 1 here, any preferences, anything that stands out to you that you think might take the lead in this game?
I cannot, in good conscience, bet against Melis Pango. I cannot.
Okay. Well, let's see what he can do, because, I mean, the Sand King yesterday was incredibly impressive, so if you're saying he's one of the best Pangoliers in the world, then that's some high praise. It's some high standards to set, though, so the pressure's going to be on here from Melis. I'm going to keep the camera on him for the entire game just to see how he plays this. You know, we'll just get a breakdown in top, I don't know, 100 Pangos. See how this plays.
So far, pretty quiet. Doesn't have first blood yet.
Just biding his time, yeah. He's just mentally preparing himself.
Ooh, retrograde not starting with either a stick or a wand. This is not how you're supposed to play carry.
It's how I play my carries. Wand's overrated. But Cloud9...
I guess it's a bit different for Adusa. But
yeah, I mean, I suppose the extra mana that is going to be nice. Cloud is going to be walking up now. Arrow's going to connect as well, so it's going to be a lot of damage coming through onto BZZ. BZZ, though, with the Brain Sap. So I don't know if it's going to be enough to get the kill. The Mystic Snake's going to bounce through there as well. Yeah, it's not going to be enough. Both teams throwing some harass, because it looks like the Shadow Shaman as well as TO2K on the top lane took some harass for the Rune. But yeah, Cloud now, he's just moving himself into the lane, and what do you think it's going to be? Because he's got himself the double gauntlets of strength. Is it just the one bracer you want, or do you want to be going for that double bracer into the Soul Ring, into the Ogre Axe, just to become the ultimate tank here on this Dragon Knight?
I think 3 of those small items is too much. So just like the one bracer and one Soul Ring, I think is more than enough.
What about one bracer, 2 Soul Ring?
I don't think that's the way to go, but who knows? Who knows?
Fair enough. And yeah, because we have seen what's the skill build? It's actually started with the Dragon Tail. We saw yesterday a couple of Dragon Knights started with the Breathe Fire at level 1. Obviously started with the Dragon Tail here to get the stone onto BZZ. And so it just meant that there was a lack of, I don't want to say control, but there was a lack of no, I do want to say control in that early couple of levels, because he didn't really get the Dragon Tail until level 4. So, looking at this Dragon Knight build here, you know, with the Dragon Tail starting off, what's the build that you expect? Is it going to be like the 0-2-2 that we sometimes see, or is it just going to be the 1 point into the Dragon Tail and then more points into the Breathe Fire? You know, what are you expecting from Cloud?
I think it's definitely going to be a Dragon Blood maxed first.
Yeah.
Because, well, he's off lane and he's a Dragon Knight. That's pretty easy to call. But afterwards, probably 1 point in the Dragon Tail. He is getting a Soul Ring, so mana isn't going to be a huge issue.
Yeah.
So wouldn't expect something too crazy here. Like, the reason why you used to max Breathe Fire, for instance, is, well, because you needed to farm, but now you can just buy the shard, so...
Oh, top lane, they might be able to go into Curry. There's going to be the Swashbuckle coming through, and Melis does take that first blood. Right click to secure. So, okay, so you are on track for him at the minute, being an impressive Panga. And TA.
He's building Burn, actually.
Oh. Don't know what that was.
Ooh, arrow onto Dusa. That's a lot of damage, but he's gonna be fine for now. Ooh, that was very close.
Yeah, I'm glad you stayed in. For some reason, the game just kicked me out. He was like, you know, it's still warming up. It's still early in the cast, so even the game's having a little bit of a wake up here.
Yeah, happens.
As Retrograde, how's he looking in terms of last hits? 10 last hits to the Meles on the 18, even the Terrorblade in the other safe lane on the 16. So Retrograde not having the greatest start to the lane here. And like I say, the harass coming out as well onto Retrograde. You can see the amount of mana that he's on. So picking up this wand, you know, having that extra mana to come through, having the in case the Starstorms are coming up, arrows, even leaps as illusions get the kill into carry in the top lane.
I got a neck for that.
So they did find me monologuing.
Top lane. Yeah. It's not going really well for Rune here. And I feel like for now TA2K is going to be able to survive in this lane, but once Pango either gets a Javelin or level 6, it's going to be impossible for him to stay there.
Yeah. And at what point do you think then, is this going to be the early move into the jungle here for TA2K? You know, is it going to be the level 6 that he goes into it, or do you think he can hang around here? Like, is it until the Javelin comes out? Is that kind of like the hard limit for TA?
Yeah, I think so. Like, he can still survive for now, but it's gonna get worse. And at that point, Kiori is just gonna try to get as much XP as he can.
Yeah.
He's currently only level 2, so
well, he has
really wants to make sure he gets his level 6.
Yeah, he's got himself the infused raindrops for a little bit more protection here as well. Bottom lane, just watching BZZ get low. And Arrow's taking some harass here as well. It's not actually gone for any points into the Starstorm. Going to go for the second point into the Arrow. Brain Sap comes out into Cloud as well. And so why have the Marauders, because I've seen this a couple of times, why have the Marauders started to move now into more points into the Arrow instead of going for, because usually you used to see like a 4-1-1 build coming out. You know, what's the big change now? Oh, top lane, actually, we'll come back to that in a sec. Melis, he is going to be shackled, but did he have enough to take him down? It looks like TA2K in the Metamorphosis form. Melis, though, he might try and make a move here. He's going to be using that Fairy Fire, and Karari gets himself right back as Dodron goes down in the mid lane, but it looks like both heroes are going to be able to get back to that tier 1 tower. The rotation coming through from Arrow as well. So yeah, what is it that Marauders now see? Okay, I moved the camera away for 1 second.
One day I'll get to answer the question. I'm not in a hurry.
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand.
I think we've
But
slowed down enough
it
for now.
saves a lot on clarities actually. Because like the damage of Starstorm is pretty decent, but at the same time Sacred Arrow also increases in stun duration.
Top lane.
Ooh, Melis feeding.
Yeah, he does get
Such
taken
a
down.
shit Pango, honestly.
The tip's coming out as well. Just to, let me just acknowledge that. Meanwhile, in the river, Arrow's going to be off the map. BZZ was... Did he self-nightmare? I think he did. Just to try and keep himself safe there. The ward does go down. BZZ is going to see Arrow, though. Arrow's going to be chased away back to his own side of the map. And it looks like... It's just going to be... I mean, the haste here from BZZ, but he doesn't really have any mana. So he's not going to be able to do anything with this. It's just some harass there onto the Mirana. And the lane that we've been completely ignoring here, the mid lane, Dodron versus Kunkka. We've already seen that Kunkka, with the help of the Marauders, picked up a kill here, but Hayes going for the double braces. Looks like he's going for the phase boots next. You know, what does this mid Kunkka want to itemize into? It's not going to be the armlet, right, that you see carry Kunkkas. Is it more utility that's going to come through from Hayes in this mid lane?
I think it's just gonna be straight BKB and then normal carry items. Yep. I think it's just all around the best build you can go on a mid Kunkka, because it, like, when you get a BKB, you are not gonna die to anything because his base armor is not too bad, especially with phase boots, and then magic immunity as well. It's like 15 minutes.
The arena comes on to TA2K. It looks like they might be able to get a kill onto him here. He's going to be locked down. The Bushwhack even locking him down for a little bit longer. Level 6, but he doesn't have a point into the sun. So one more right-click illusion will pick up the kill, and Dodron just he was too busy saying, well, I've got to go somewhere else. You know, I've got to think about my farm, my gold per minute, because he was already walking away from that kill illusion to secure it.
It's just unfair.
It's such a pet peeve of mine to see TBs not pick up Sunder and then die because of it, just because they want their illusions to deal like 3 extra damage per hit. It's like, come on.
Yeah, and
Come on.
usually it does. It's around about level 8 or 9 that they look to pick it up, right? It's not a big priority for the Terrorblades.
Yeah, it's just for farming efficiency, and I think way more games are lost over just dying as opposed to efficiency when you're playing Terrorblade, because you're already pretty efficient. That's what the hero does. But you know, I am just a boy casting some games and not by any means a professional player.
Oh, arrow. He's actually looking to throw the arrow. Does secure the the last neutral up against Retrograde. And, well, now this lane, it looks like there's going to be the rotation down from Illusion. Did he want to go into this? Because Cloud, he's got that Dragon form up. BZZ is going to be in this lane as well, only level 4, so there's not going to be a Fiend's Grip as Cloud starts to put pressure on the TP from Mars, though. Are they going to be able to do anything from this? There is going to be the Nightmare, so should be an easy setup for the Spear. Yeah, even with the Bushwhack coming out. No, Dodrum doesn't throw the Spear out just yet. There's going to be double damage now. The Arena comes through. That's going to be the Dragon Tail doing a lot to delay this, but Cloud, no way out of this, and Dodrum, in the end, will pick it up.
Really nice rotations by Dodran, doing exactly what he needs to do. It's still slightly worrying though that Retrograde is so far behind in farm.
Yeah.
He's being out-farmed by a bloody DK.
Even with the kill onto the Terrorblade is still, what, 700 gold ahead. So TA2K is really not having a bad time. He's just getting himself into the Ancient stacks as well. And ooh, he might find the Marana here in the river, but Illusion not going to be able to get that Acorn Bushwhack combo off. So, yeah, so he's moved himself into the mid lane to just to get some farm, push that lane in. Is it literally just the Medusa has to hit stacks now until, what are we looking at? The Manta style into the Skadi, maybe into the BKB?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how it goes. Just needs to hit creeps for like the next 45 minutes.
In the river, X-Max's spot's going to come out, though he can't channel it because he did get bushwhacked up, so the arrow's going to miss now as well, but still going to be the drive back into the boat. Torrent does come through, and Hayes will secure the kill, even if the timing was a little bit off because of that bushwhack. Dodran, though, has to be careful. The Bane was close to back him up, but again, only level 5 here, so still no Fiend's Grip here for BZZ.
Radiant's bottom tower's seen better days.
Bot tower is going to be going down. Cloud getting closer to his Blink Dagger.
And I'm surprised that he didn't look for the Ogre Axe first, but yeah, no, just going straight Blink. I think he is pretty tanky with the Bracer with the Soul Ring as well. Serpent Wards are going to be dropped in the mid lane, so it looks like they want to be putting up as much aggression onto this tier 1 tower as possible. Trying to maybe trade out as Malice is on that top lane tower. The arrow onto the X-Max spot, though, is going to be coming back. Was that Torrent was anything? It's going to be the Shackles into the Torrent to follow up. Was the extra damage going to come through, though? Malice does TP into this. The Arena comes through, and that tier 1 tower will go down. But inside the Arena, it's only the Shadow Shaman trapped. Swashbuckle comes out, and it will be Malice that finishes this one off. X-Max spot onto Malice. They've already used the boat, so it's not going to be there for another 10 seconds. Can he take this damage? The Pangolier already used the Rolling Thunder, so he's going to be able to get himself away from this one. Shield Crash does come out. He's trying to run himself away, even with the Urn Charge, but that's immediately going to take off. 90 health. No follow-up there. It will be Malice getting himself away. Again, I can't say A-OK, but maybe like a C, maybe like a D-OK here. What's he got queued up?
You remember me speaking for like 20 minutes about DK builds and how they don't need to max breathe fire anymore?
Yeah, yeah. I remember that.
Fuck me.
I told you they listen in.
That's
and
just life.
yeah, every so often they do it on purpose just to prove you wrong.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Okay.
I don't need people to prove me wrong on purpose. I do that accidentally all the time.
Jordan, giving it a go. So yeah, looking at this, is that the Blink flying out to him? It is going to be the Blink Dagger flying out to him. He's got the Wand queued up as well. What's next for him? Does he want to be going for that BKB? You know, is he going to be looking towards that, or can he put it off until after the shard comes out?
Did not catch you littering, bro.
I'll probably get the shard first because it's gonna help you get your BKB faster.
Yeah. Did you get a kill onto Illusion?
I mean, he's not being pressured. They're winning fights, so it's not like he really needs it.
It's going to be a double smoke? Just to make sure the smoke was extra effective there, it looks like. Cloud rotating through with Kyra. It looks like they're going to move over to maybe Malice. Do they have any vision here? They don't see the Pangolier, so it is going to be in blind, but he does have the Blink Dagger into the Dragon Tail. If they can get it off, they are going to be able to get it off now. And look at this, the Breathe Fire comes out. Where are those shackles? The Hex will keep Melis a little locked down. But as soon as it fades, he gets off. The Swashbuckle will still be able to get the kill there onto the Pangolier. Oh, do you want to go straight into Rush? I suppose, yeah, the Dragon Form is up. It's only about a third of the way through, if that. You'll be able to get in with the arrow with these Serpent Wards as well, doing a whole lot of damage here onto the big man. And I don't think there's going to be anyone close to contesting this on the side of Empire. So Empire, maybe Hoodwink might come over to check with all heroes missing off the map. There's going to be the TPM from Dodron as well, but that looks like it's just going to be into the lane. He doesn't have the Blink Dagger either, so that will be a free Roshan, a free Aegis going the way of Haze.
It's looking really good for Rune though. They got out of the lane what they wanted. Now they're TB. And even the Kunkka is just flash farming. Like, for Empire it feels like only Retrograde is farming, but he isn't even farming that well.
Yeah, you can see that. Well, I mean, he's third in the net worth, but he's about 800 gold behind the Terrorblade. He's about, what's that, 1500 behind the Kunkka, so the top spot overall. And this is, like you say, this is a Medusa that we're talking about here. This is a hero with built-in flash farm potential, and it's just, it's not impressing just yet. Maybe once the Mantis comes out, it's going to be the Skadi next. Maybe they look for a couple of fights like that and boost up the net worth that way. But like you say, for the minute of Retrograde, he's not first, and we know if you're not first, you may as well be last. Well, maybe not last, because net worth does still count for something. Because, oh, the Moonlight Shadow comes out. They're going to be able to get the Dragon Tail here onto Illusion once again. The arrow, though, was a little bit off the mark. The Nightmare to try and save him, but the Shackle into the Hex, or the Hex into the Shackle, will be able to pick up this kill. They might be able to take down BZZ there as well. Can he get himself away from this? He can. Arrow will be able to.
And fortify their structures. Dire's mid towers have technical difficulties. Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower. Dire's mid tower won't last much longer. Radiant lost one of them bottom towers. Dire's top tower, you know the drill. Dire's top tower's getting beat down.
An easy shot.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so I may or may not have accidentally rolled over my Ethernet wire and completely disconnected, but Discord then decided it didn't want to work. As the Rolling Thunder does come in haste though with the BKB. Looks like he's going to be able to get himself away from this. The Sharpshooter is going to be off the mark. Didn't matter, he has the BKB anyway. Bolt Crash is a little bit too short, and Melis will be able to get himself out with the Rolling Thunder. Okay, so
It's actually going for a Shiva as like first item after Blink Maelstrom when he has 1200 HP. I have my doubts.
it's all that effective armor though, right? That's what we're here for?
Yeah, I guess he has a built-in magic immunity, so you just need armor, right?
Yeah, that's how that works.
Dire's mid tower could use a little help.
And then you get a heart afterwards, and it's all good.
Yeah, no further questions, Your Honor. This
Nope.
makes total sense.
I'm here in the Nightmare. There's going to be the Swashbuckle in now as well. So they do get the kill.
I'm sorry. Did you think you were hunting me?
It looks like... did I miss it? I missed him picking up the shard on the cloud, but he does have it now, so it's going to be some good push potential coming out from him. How's the Terrorblade doing? Because I've got a lot of catching up to do. So he's going to be going towards the Skadi. He went for the Sanjin Yasha? Yeah. Okay, Sanjin Yasha right off the bat into the Skadi. And Retrograde. That is going to be... That's going to be the Skadi for him in about, what's that, 30 gold. So this creep camp maybe. Wherever he wants to go with this.
Yeah, they're pretty much even now. I do think that slightly favors Rune those. I think with equal net worth, TB is a little bit stronger. But it's still nice. Ooh, Hayes also has an AC almost finished. It's a pretty big deal.
So yeah, so you went for the BKB into the AC, which is going to be good. I guess, I mean, reducing the armor on the Medusa is always going to be nice. He's sitting at 23 at the minute. The extra attack speed as well. Is there anything that you think that they need to get after that before they want to start to group up here, Rune? To maybe look to push down towers, maybe take team fights, or do you think it's all hands on deck once the next couple of items, like the Scud is complete now for the Terrorblade, once that AC is out, the BKB for the Dragon Knight, is it kind of go time for them?
Yeah, I think so. If they can sneak a road, that would be ideal.
With honor.
Oh, the Marana did get caught out. 4-man rotation there, but it looks like Rune, the smoke's gonna come through, they're gonna go right into retrograde. There's gonna be the fireball coming through with the bow. They're even gonna be using the serpent once for this to hex. The arena does come out, but that's gonna be the death of the Medusa. Yeah, it's gonna be the death of the Medusa. Jordan tries to run himself away. X marks the spot just outside of the arena, so they're not gonna be able to do the damage to him until that falls, and now it is down. Even the Rolling Thunder coming down onto the back lines, maybe going on to Kiori. Kiori's gonna fall here, but Malice just puts himself in danger, trying to get himself out with the roll up and the TP. So he does get the Rolling Thunder TP out at least. As Hayes...
It's a really rough death on the Dusa.
Yeah, because we were speaking about the now. It looked like she caught up a little bit, but that's just going to put her right back on the back foot.
Yeah. At least Melis is having fun this game. 5, 2, and 4 on this Pungal.
He's going to be going towards the Wraith Pact as well, right afterwards, and then Shard into the Basher. How good is the Wraith Pact on a Pungal here?
I think Wraith Pact is like equal on every single hero because it doesn't really affect the way you play it. You just pop it down. But if he has space for it, I guess it works.
Is this... is it a big deal against the Terrorblade? Because it's going to be dealing the reduction to the illusions as well, right? So...
Yeah, it's quite nice against Pungo. I mean, against TB. If you can roll on his illusions to make sure like that they don't wreak too much havoc or destroy the Wraith Pact quickly, it's super impactful.
Let's see what they can do with it. I like that he's got the Quicksilver Amulet in his backpack as well. Just be able to swap that out when he does maybe get that Metamorphosis off. Oh, it looks like there might be a rotation in from the side of Team Empire. What are they going to be able to do here? There is a ward, so it's going to spot if anyone moves into it. I think it just saw BZZ. They are going to be able to get the T-ward here as well. Illusion moves himself out of under the cover of smoke. Speaking of smoke, they are going to smoke right back into this. 3 of the heroes at least. Where can they go though? Because while this is going on, Terrorblade's just going to push out this bottom lane. He's using his illusions. He's just keeping the pressure on. Even as the bottle, I think, coming through from Hayes.
They're playing this so well, but now, ooh, if they lose TA2K, that would be huge.
His Spidey senses.
They don't have the outpost either. But the missed blink.
I like this as well. As soon as he knows that he's in trouble, the Moonlight Shadow comes out, he pops his illusion. There's going to be the rotation in from 2 heroes from the TPs, and then the other 2 coming in under the cover of Moonlight Shadow. Are they going to be able to make a go for this? Cloud, he's going to be bullwhipped up, so he's going to get that extra speed. And Melis, do they want to try and make a dive happen here? Hayes is coming in as well. Unless the Retrograde is going to be leaving the life, and now Swashbuckle comes out. So Dragon Knight's going to be slowed down, but the arena can't get there in time, and Dodrin just has to back off to make sure he doesn't get picked off for overextending there.
At the same time, TB illusions are killing the tier 3 bottom. Like, it was full HP. This was all illusions.
Really? I mean, yeah, coming down to 460 health. Damn.
Yeah, he got an illusion rune, and they're so strong. Like, as opposed to Manta illusions, they actually last for a long time and hit pretty hard.
Yeah, take a look at that, 34 seconds. And it does 70% of his damage as well. So that is pretty ridiculous at level 4. I mean, even at level 1. What, 34 seconds and 40% of the damage you do? So even for some mild harass. Arrow going towards the... Oh, I'm hearing a Dragon Tail. Are they going to be able to catch out Dodron? There's going to be the Nightmare coming through, so the arrow goes right through him. Dodron pops that BKB. TA2K is going to be getting off now as well. Malice with the Rolling Thunder. Does he just get himself out of this? It looks like it might be another just run away. So Roshan is up, so Serpent Wards do get dropped. It looks like there might be one coming in. The arena is going to be there though. Hex onto the X marks the spot. The arrow does connect this time. There is going to be a Stone Gaze. What can they do with this? Dodron, did he want to try and run himself away from this? It looks like they might be able to turn here. TA2K is going to get really down low. Can he walk himself up for the Stunder? Trying to do what he can with it. I think it was onto the Illusion and Retrograde. Now trying to move himself away. That Mana Shield isn't going to last for too much longer as the arrow does connect once again. They take down 3. The buyback comes through from the Bane. Looks like it's going to be a Shard and an Aegis going the way of TA2K. Oh, who else have they caught here? Looks like they're going to be back onto BZZ. This is going to be a dieback. 27 minutes in here. And Rune Eaters 13 to 13, so they even up the kills, but they're so far ahead in terms of net worth. 12k net worth lead, 2 Roshans, and like you say, that tier 3, it's got next to no life left, so if they push onto the tier 3 mid, they can easily move to the tier 3 on the bottom lane if they want to as well.
I'm really not sure why they initiated on the TV there. I mean, I understand that there is a sense of urgency because they're killing the Roshan, but looking at their lineup, they don't have any heroes that can help burst the TB. You can control him, sure, and in a prolonged fight, you should be able to kill him. But you're not gonna burst him.
Yeah, looks at the spear back now as well. They're trying to delay this for as long as possible because the Medusa is back in 10 seconds. Has that Stone Gaze in 13. They are going to be able to open up this first set of racks with that tier 3 tower going down. What can he do? It's going to be the no bushwhack there because the BKB from the Dragon Knight and the Mars is going to be sat in the Fireball. It's going to be one lane of racks. Medusa does TP in to get it right back in close. Malice with the shield crash, but they're going to be losing the melee racks, and that range rack stands at 460 health. So, Rune is here. I mean, they have the Aegis for the next 3.5 minutes. Do they just heal up, regroup, and then maybe look to do the same on the top lane? You know, push down that tier 1, push down that tier 2. Maybe try and force an overextension from Empire?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I would stay bottom with TA2K, just keep sending illusions, and then like wait until Aegis has like 2 minutes left, then go top and take all of the outer towers. It's gonna be so hard for Empire to play this because the lanes are constantly gonna be pushing in. Even now, Rune Eaters knows something is going on because, well, they don't see Empire.
Yeah, there is going to be the rotation from Empire. A couple of heroes smoked here as well. Ultimates are back up, so they could try and make something happen, but you can see the line being drawn from Hayes. He says, you know, we just backstab it, Ian. We're going to pull out, we're going to pull in, and they're going to be somewhere around either the triangle. Oh, the Dragon Tail does come in. They're going to be able to find out Dodron once again. The boat, does he want to fly through after the Torrent? It looks like not just yet, but Mars, the boat will be there now, and it looks like they are going to be able to do the damage with the Serpent ones as well. Dodron pops that BKB. Do they have enough to take him down here on the back lines? It looks like they're going to be able to make a move onto BZZ. BZZ can get himself away from this. Looks like not. One more right click. It's going to go the way of Cloud. But everybody else seems like they are going to be able to get themselves right, but this just sets up now. The Dragon Form's going to be there. It's about halfway through. It's just going to set up for a good tier 1 tower here from Rune Eaters in this top lane. And look at this carry on the back lines as well. He's looking. He's going to be able to find Malice. He gets the Hex off. Even the arrow connects onto this. Where are those shackles? They're going to be there if they need them. And it looks like the stun might last long enough with the Dragon Tail. They take down that tier 1 tower, and they're going to go for more.
Yeah, no buyback on Malice either. This is 60 minutes. Seconds, no Pungo. And with a Butterfly TB, I could very well see a set of racks going down before he respawns.
Yeah, and this Terrorblade, he doesn't want to stop. He's got the Aegis for another minute and 40 seconds. He wants to get every single little bit of worth out of this. The Hex onto the X marks the spot. They're going to be able to go into the Medusa though. The dragback doesn't come through, so the Retrograde, he's going to be safe for now. But how safe is he really going to be when the base is being pushed like this? You know, that Rax that stands in the mid lane, that's a couple of last right clicks from going down there as well. So the tier 3 tower is going to go down, the Dragon Tail onto Illusion as well. Illusion can't get himself away from this. The amount of damage he took, he made him look like an Illusion here. Hayes wants to get to that backline. BZZ will go down once again, can't get that Fiend Sweep off. No buyback there for the Bane either. So this is going to be a second set of racks, it looks like. The Dragon Tail onto the Medusa. They want to carry on going. It looks like they're going to be able to do the damage here as well. And Medusa just cannot stand against this. So, do they call this Empire? Because, I mean, it looks like they just want to push onto tier 4s. There's no buyback for the Medusas either. Melis going to try and come in. A really nice pushback onto 3 heroes and the illusions. But it looks like, I think he'll be able to take Kunkka down even. He's looking pretty powerful. 3-0-9. He's not been taken down once this game. Illusion, one more right click the fireball. Going to be able to do it. Jordan tries to run himself away as well. The backlines. They are going to be able to take down Kaori. But the two big cores on the side of Rune is even the Dragon Tail coming out here. The arrow's going to connect onto the Pangolier, and I don't think the Pangolier game's going to be called. And Pangolier may be saved by the bell. But overall, that is going to be a win going the way of Rune Eaters in this first game. 31 minutes and 15 seconds, and a 26k net worth lead going their way.
That was pretty brutal. It felt like Rune Eaters were just ahead from the start and then never let go of their advantage. Even when Team Empire was leading in kills for a while, they were just so far behind in CS.
So,
rough one.
Yeah, maybe the top player, Melis Pangolier, wasn't obviously not enough to pull it out of the bag this game. What could Empire have done differently? You know, what was it just down to the draft, or was there something you think they could have done in the game to help boost their chances in this first game?
I feel like it's partially the draft, because they just didn't have a way to deal with the TB. Like, if you execute your lanes super well, potentially there is a way you can kill them. But with a Pango plus Mars, it's kind of tough, really.
Yeah, and that is going to be, well, it's going to be game number 1. We're going to take a quick break, guys, probably about 10 minutes. We'll be back with the second game of Rune Eaters versus Team Empire right after this. Stick around, because, I mean, we've got a day of Dota. We've got Hydra as well as one move coming up for that. And I think, if I take a look at the brackets, if I'm not mistaken, that would be the winner of that moves on to Division 1. They qualify through, so they are one best of 3 away. Meanwhile, this is the lower quarterfinals, so the winner of this will move on to play the winner of Cybercats versus No Sorry. We'll be back in about 10 minutes to see if it's going to be a 2-0 if Team Empire can they pull it right back.